Hey, my name's Tim and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm making this video because three signs have converged to kind of make me think I need to do this. Sign number one is some 30 million kids who rely on school for food are home now and they need our help. So Save the Children and No Kid Hungry have partnered to create something called Save with Stories. And since I am an author of this book, Timeless Stories, I thought I could read some excerpts from the book, maybe entertain some kids who are home, and hopefully inspire you to give. So you can find out more details below this post on how you can lend a hand. Sign number two is that I've used this channel in the past to promote connection and play, and it seems to me that now more than ever we need those things in our lives. Sign number three is yesterday was National Crayon Day, or as we say in New Jersey, National Crayon Day. So without further ado, excerpts from the chapter entitled Coloring the Senses. See the brilliant colors. Smell that distinct aroma. Listen for the tiny smack of the point separating from the colored page and feel the waxy blanket you've just laid down. No other plaything appeals to the senses like Crayola crayons. That's why, according to the company, a typical child between the ages of 2 and 8 spends 28 minutes a day coloring, wearing to the nub 730 crayons by the time he or she turns 10. And that's why there's a factory near Easton, Pennsylvania that makes an average of 12 million Crayola crayons per day. Joseph Binney cast the die for that factory back in the 1800s when he founded the Peekskill Chemical Company. Its specialty was making pigments, the kind that turned barns of that era their distinctive red color. In 1885, Joseph Binney retired, handing over control of the company to his son, Edwin Binney, and his nephew, Harold Smith. They changed the name to Binney Smith, a company that communicated to the world in terms of color. Binney Smith was the first company to discover the secret of using carbon in making a really dark black. Soon it was used in the production of goods like shoe polish, printing inks, and car tires. As the company expanded, it began to specialize in providing safe, educational art products for children. This meant that thousands of boxes containing the company's various products needed to be marked and inventoried using ink labeling markers, which were common at the time but messy. Not necessarily looking to invent a new product, but more interested in solving an untidy problem, Binney Smith developed a mess-free marking crayon by mixing their carbon black with paraffin wax. To make the marker clean and easy to use, they wrapped it in a paper sleeve. Alice Binney, Edwin's wife and a former schoolteacher, named these humble crayons. By combining the French word for chalk, cray, with the term oleaginous, which means oily and referred to the paraffin wax, she christened the school crayons Crayola. The 8 original colors included black, brown, purple, blue, red, orange, yellow, and green. The package described them aptly as clean, compact, convenient, and touted their use for educational color work. Crayola crayons became an indelible part of our American culture. From the success of Crayola crayons, Edwin and Harold grew their company into a giant in the art supply industry. Modeling clay and paints were some of their new product lines, but it was the varied Crayola crayon assortments that propelled the company forward. Crayola offered a box of 16 crayons shortly after the original 8 of 1903. In 1949, the company introduced the Crayola box of 48 and marked the beginning of a whole new palette of colors from which budding artists could choose. Colors like carnation pink and periwinkle began to grace the artwork on refrigerator doors across America. The famous box of 64 Crayolas came out in 1958 with the built-in sharpener. And in 1972, fluorescents were added to the color mix with explosive names like Atomic Tangerine and Laser Lemon. Their exact chemical composition remains one of the most guarded secrets in the toy industry. It's that secret formula that gives Crayola crayons their feel and distinctive aroma. But why stop there? Go ahead. Let your other senses take part. Is there anything more luscious than a brand new box of Crayola crayons? Rows of colored sticks standing perfectly at attention, awaiting your artistic whims. Slide one out of the box and feel its weight. Hold it by the perfect paper wrapper and transfer some color onto a page. Press hard if you want. Even the soft click of a Crayola crayon breaking is somehow oddly satisfying. Of course, the Crayola creations are the most rewarding part. It's the sharing of feelings through color, both the dark ones and the light ones. Those are the gifts from my kids that I cherish the most. After the hugs and kisses, I'll take their ideas, fears, thoughts, and dreams, all expressed on paper. Long before they can articulate themselves adequately with words, kids speak in shades of Pacific blue and wild watermelon. Mr. Binney and Mr. Smith would be pleased. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and share it. I'll be reading excerpts from the book every Wednesday or until I run out of fun. So please subscribe to the channel and let me know in the comments if there's a toy or game you'd like me to cover here on Where's the Fun From. Until next week, let's add some color to the world. We could all use it.